Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Hopefully, you all had a great weekend this weekend. Hopefully, you all got you plenty of rest, and I'm sorry about all those L's. Just like I said in the first video, it's a sad weekend for the people in Kansas City and for the people in New Orleans, and also for the people in Cincinnati. Even though Cincinnati wasn't about a football game, it was about Adrian, the ex-problem, Bronham. Sorry about them L's, but it's been L's going around for a long time now. Y'all know what I said. 2017 was what? The year of the L's, even though other people took my slogan and stole it and ran with that. 2018, it brought on a whole lot of stuff. But this video is long overdue right here. And it comes out of Florida. Yes, you already know what they say about Florida. And big shout out to everybody in Florida. I don't give a damn what they say. I got nothing but love for you, baby, like Heavy D used to say. But anyway, this story is long overdue. And I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to overlook this story, but it had been requested so much, so I have to go on say it. I have to go on say it. And before I start, may he rest in peace, Mr. Thelford Rigby Jr., known as Tommy. He died some months ago, but may he rest in peace. And this story is about him, how this funeral home decided the best way to send this man home was in a U-Haul van. You might say, well, damn, how did a U-Haul van come into play? Okay, the guy was overweight, had all kinds of health-related issues, problems going on or whatnot, and he succumbed to his illness. So, him being overweight, you cannot put him in a regular size hearse. You cannot put him in one of them old Cadillacs, one of them old BMW station wagons they have. Or you could have did something like put this guy in a better van or something, a movable, where he could have got transported to the burial site, in a proper fashion. But what these people decided to do was go rent a U-Haul truck, being real cheap, and then you see the low price of $19.95 beside it. So I don't know if this funeral home, and the funeral home goes by the name of, let me get it for you all right quick, Right and Young Funeral Home. It should be named Right and Wrong Way to bury somebody, not a right and a wrong way to love somebody. But anyway, they decided the best thing to do was go get a U-Haul. They didn't even try to cover the U-Haul up. They didn't try to do any damn thing. You mean to tell me in Florida, and I know Florida got a lot of places known for motor vehicles. So you could have went and got something so decent and better to bury this guy in. You could have went and got a damn Tahoe. You could have went and got an Expedition, took the back seats out. You could have went and got an Excursion. Hell, you could have went and got a damn trailer. You could have went and got an RV, any damn thing, because you're already charging the people for to move the body like that. That's why you got to be careful the funeral homes that you deal with. And also, a lot of people don't want to look at it like that. But if you have relatives who are overweight and have health issues, they're not going to be able to fit in a regular casket. They're not going to be able to fit in a regular hearse. And also at the burial plot, because also the funeral home messed up the burial plot. But they said it was on the people at the burial site, the reason why the vault was so small where they lowered the body in there. So they had to not only widen it out, and also they had to delay the funeral. So you had all kinds of problems. So they eventually buried Mr. Thelford Rigby Jr., better known as Tommy, later on. I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely as we go. Family shocked after deceased relative arrives at cemetery in a U-Haul van. Imagine you sitting there with your grandma, big mama, your papa, everybody, your aunties who you don't like, your cousins who you can't stand, and your uncles who are always drunk at every damn get-together, family gathering that you all have. Now imagine you sitting there around all these people, and then you see a U-Haul pull up. You're like, who the hell is moving? Somebody moving? Or somebody done got kicked out their place or whatnot? And then the funeral director, the people who's in charge of this procession, jump out and say, here goes the body. How would you feel? I would be devastated. I would be so distraught. Now, this story comes out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A South Florida family is upset over the botched burial of their loved one. I would be more than upset. I would be ready to raise hell. Thelford Rigby Jr., 30 years old, better known as Tommy, had a severe weight problem and related health issues. So an oversized casket and gravesite was required. Why didn't the funeral home relay this message properly to the cemetery place? I don't understand that, because it was a whole cross line of communications. And this is why you can't just go to every damn funeral home. Don't you know the stories I did, stories coming out? And not saying that these people are guilty of it, because if it was, they'd probably be shut down. How you had bodies and stuff. I think that story's out of Detroit or something like that. How you had these bodies just being left in this funeral home that was abandoned. You had babies in bottles and stuff, old aborted fetuses and stuff. Like, you never know what you're getting yourself into. Now, but when it came time to lay Rigby to rest, there was nothing but BS, a bunch of bullshit. It was just straight indignity. They didn't have no dignity to bury this man and treat him right. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad situation, because the last thing you want to see, you're already dealing with the loss of your loved one, and then you're dealing with the fact that somebody rolled up in a damn U-Haul van with rent as low as $19.95 on the side, period. I wouldn't give a damn if it didn't have the damn rent $19.95 or the girl pictures cheesy and shit like she just ate a damn fat burger. Hell with that. You could have went and got a regular damn vehicle. Hell, go get a damn ambulance. Hell, if that's the case, ask the hospital, can we borrow one of your ambulances and slide them a hot $100? They'll give it to you for about 15 minutes. Now, family members said they somehow had the wrong measurements. How did they get that wrong? And that's why the burial hole and the vault were too small. Not only was the burial hole too small, the vault was too damn small, the casket was too damn small, the damn hearse was too damn small, but what they paid the funeral home, that wasn't too damn small. That was a nice little penny they paid. And you should have got better treatment than that. Now, they says the mother's in pain, the father's in pain. We're all in goddamn pain. G-O-T for my listening Christian. Like, did he say God? No, I said got. We are all in pain because we can't believe this is happening. Rigsby brother, Wildenese Bazille, said another painful insult was the hearse. Oh my goodness. It's just a sad situation. Lord, I know we all gotta go one day. But if I go like that, you know what I'm saying? Just put my stripes on my chest. You ain't got to put me in none. Just put me my stripes on my chest. No cremate. I don't believe in that cremation shit. And no offense to who want to get cremated or pet family got cremated. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Just put my stripes on my chest and tell the mother that I did my best. Let me continue. Now, the Wright and Young Funeral Home couldn't use its hearses because they were too small. But don't you know everybody ain't the same damn size? See, that's what I don't understand. See, business is business. You should have a small hearse for small people. You should have a medium-sized hearse for medium-sized people. And you should have a large hearse for large people and a extra large for really big people. So that's what you need. Just like when you go in a clothing store, you should have all those sizes. They don't just have small, unless you in Old Navy or some damn well. And those clothes can't fit a big man. You feel me? Them are boys' clothes or small men clothes. But anyway, you got to have different sizes for different people because we're all not built the same. Let's continue. Now, the Wright and Young Funeral Home couldn't use its hearses because they were too small. So employees came up with a good idea and told the family, they would get an all black or white cargo van. And last time I checked, a U-Haul van is a cargo van, but guess what? It's not all black and white. Now, true, the paint is more white and you got a little black letters, but you also got all kinds of other stuff on it. So technically, they wasn't lying, but technically they was full of caca. You know what caca is. But anyway, but a U-Haul van is what showed up at the service, not a regular cargo van. So somebody tell me that, I'm thinking they're going to go get a regular Ford van or something like that. You know, one of them old work vans or something. Cool. But who the hell shows up at somebody's funeral in a U-Haul truck? I mean, if it wasn't for the body being there, they should have just grabbed the smallest little rocks they could find and just start chunking them little jokers at them damn vans. Should have made them burn them tires up. Should have burned rubber trying to get the hell up out that parking lot. Like, oh, we can't play with them like that. That couldn't be my family. We would have got the body out and then we would have proceeded to get on your ass. Let's continue. I mean, it just takes my breath away, all this mess. Now, a U-Haul with U-Haul logos on it and a price on it, Bazille said, and he was devastated too. That's why he was repeating himself. Now, when the local news went to the Wright and Young Funeral Home, nobody there wanted to speak on camera. Oh, why not? Why not? You got something to hide. You couldn't find a regular all-white cargo van in the state of Florida or in Fort Lauderdale. You couldn't find an all-black van in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, let's be real now. But the Miami Funeral Home later released a statement saying, let's see what they said. The staff of Wright and Young Funeral Home deeply regrets the transportation issue which occurred during the service of Mr. Rigby. Our management team has met privately with the family and expressed our most sincere and apologies and regrets. Keep your apologies and your regrets and shove them right up your ass. That's exactly what you can do, because you don't sit up here disrespected not only the deceased, but also the rest of the family. That is total disrespect. So your apologies don't mean nothing. That's why when somebody do something wrong, like, man, you know what? Damn the apology. You grown, you know better. You knew damn well when you first got this damn U-Haul that it was wrong, that it was out of line, that it was totally disrespectful. It showed that you have no dignity, no integrity in it. Show kind of business people you are, because there's no excuse for that. You could have went and got a decent van. And if it costs more, guess what? I'm sure what they paid would have covered that. And I'm sure they would have gave you some extra money if that's the case. The last thing somebody wants is a damn U-Haul pulling up to a damn funeral and with $20 on it. So it took $20 just to get them over here. That's too disrespectful. The company also blamed the too small grave site on Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens. But Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens said, we ain't having that shit, because guess what? The measurements you all sent us, that's the measurements we dug this hole. So let's continue. However, a spokeswoman for Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens threw the blame back at the funeral home. She like, we ain't finna take this sitting down. To hell with that. Y'all is not finna sit up here and lie on us. She says the dimensions provided by the funeral home to Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens were not accurate, which means you sent us the wrong damn size. Now, if you would have sent the right size, we could have got everything right. That was the cemetery's statement. Also, on Wednesday, the correct vault was in place and the grave was wide enough for Rigsby's casket. And may he rest in peace. But it's a damn shame that you go through hell. Go through so much hell while you're living, and then you got to go through so much hell when you die. All this would have been avoided if the Right and Young Funeral Home would have kept their end of the bargain when they told the family that none of our hearses fit. Understandable, because you can't cut the man in half. That'd be even more disrespectful. So the next logical thing to do is to go get a van. Y'all told the family you all gonna get a white or a black van. Now, I know the U-Haul is white and it got letters with blacks and everything else on it, black letters and whatnot, and pictures and stuff. So I guess technically they felt they wasn't wrong. Like, hell, it was a white van with black on it. But anyway, we all know that's a bunch of BS. Tell me what you all think about this mess, because imagine if you sitting there with your family, your loved ones, you already grieving and crying. And from what I see, from what I gathered, and what I feel in my spirit is that this guy, Tommy, he was very loved by his family. He was very loved by his brother and people in his family. Now imagine how distraught and how painful you would feel and hurt to see your loved one being brought to a funeral home in a damn U-Haul truck, period, point blank. And somebody like, well, damn, I could have drove him over here my damn self. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just be for real. Let me know what you all think about this. And if that was your family member, who would you hold responsible for this? I mean, we know the funeral home, Right and Young, is responsible for the transportation, but also the grave site, how they tried to blame the Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens, but the Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens blamed them. I believe Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens is telling the truth, because guess what? It shows what kind of company they is when you willing to put a deceased person that pay for their funeral, pay for the service. It's not like they asked you to do it for free. Paid you to provide a service, which that's what you're in business for, and you fail to come through, and then you still make up excuses. Then you give this weak ass lame apology. That's a damn shame right there. Period, point blank. Keep your apologies and shove them right up your ass. That's all I can say. That's for anybody. Anyway, y'all have a great day. If you like the story, push that like button. If you like the story, subscribe to the channel, and also share this video with your family and friends. Some of you all need to save up some money to bury your damn loved ones so we can stop doing all these damn GoFundMes and stuff. You're supposed to have life insurance. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have life insurance. Period. Point blank. Get some damn life insurance if you can't afford it. Now, if you can't afford it, then GoFundMe is the way. But other than that, remember that. It's your job to take care of your loved ones. And big shout out to the Rigby family. You know, I'm sorry about you all, loved one. Sorry that the video took a while to make. But like I said, you know, I had a lot of other obligations. You all have a nice day and love your family members while they're here, because when they gone, they gone. I'm out.